restart.
So welcome back, guys. And finally, after the entire crazy, tumultuous round of 16, finally, after all those sleepless nights, we are back with another video and we'll reflect back on those crazy 8 matches that we witnessed in the round of 16. That probably has to be one of the most exciting rounds in international football that we have seen in recent history. Goals galore, drama galore, VAR, last minute winner.
Upsets galore.
Not to
world champions
that.
knocked out. They were supposed to win that match. They were supposed to win that
holders knocked
the
out.
Holders went up against Belgium. So that
cannot be an upset.
That cannot be termed as an upset. But
Italy,
even England versus Germany, you can consider that to be an upset, given the fact that England have had a poor history against Germany when it comes to them battling it out in the knockout stages.
Yep.
So,
and we can't forget the run that Austria gave to Italy, which basically created the base for the other teams in the round of 16. So
Switzerland versus France was crazy. 3-1 up. France was supposed to win that match. I mean, I still cannot believe that France will not be competing in the quarterfinals. It will be
world class.
It will be Switzerland versus Spain, right? But it would have been so better if France, if it had been France versus Spain.
Yep.
But never mind.
We aren't even mentioning the match which had 8 goals, which I think is the joint second highest number of goals. So it's Croatia versus Spain, 5-3.
That was a scintillating match.
Croatia scoring the first, Spain scoring 3 goals, Croatia coming back in the final 10 minutes, and then Spain just had the edge in the extra time, you can say.
What a goal by Morata. I mean, that was a surprise.
That was a surprise.
Morata has the talent. Morata has the talent, but it's that he misses a lot.
Yeah. I think the same goes for Benzema. I mean, he has been prolific in this tournament, but he has missed 1 or 2 big chances as well. So,
but Kylian Mbappe, we have to talk about Mbappe.
Where do we start? Yeah, I think we should start.
This was supposed to be his tournament, isn't it? Kylian Mbappe.
Yep.
Kylian Mbappe has the same number of goals as Haaland in the tournament, and Haaland didn't even play in the tournament.
Didn't even play, so he's chilling out back in Norway.
So Mbappe needs to sort out his game. I think
he needs to sort out his club, because I don't think PSG. I mean, how much they've improved as a club in the past 7 or 8 years or 9 years after these owners took over. But then again, it has never been a good club for a player to start his career with. So
if you we forget about Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho started his career at PSG, and when he first.
But that's not the rich PSG that we know of these days.
Poor man's PSG.
Poor man's PSG. So this PSG, who goes to this PSG? Zlatan goes. David Beckham went. So all you can say at the later stages of their career. You talk about Neymar. He was supposed to be the next Ballon d'Or winner after Messi and Ronaldo, but he just faded away. And his stats aren't that bad. I mean, Neymar's stats in PSG, if you compare those stats, with the players of English Premier League or La Liga, those stats will be right up there.
Injury has played a part in Neymar's growth as a career and Neymar's growth as a player. So he has been injured every now and then, but as a player, we can never question his credentials. As a player, he's
and since we're talking about the national or the international stage over here, we can't deny how good Neymar has been for Brazil.
Yeah, take away Neymar from Brazil, and Brazil is just like any other
Yes.
South American team. Brazil is just like Chile or Uruguay. Neymar adds that extra bit of talent, extra bit of class to the Brazilian team. So you take
The
away
Brazil
Neymar,
that we know.
you take away skill, you take away talent, you take away the potential from the Brazilian team.
That's true. That's true. But then again, let's stick to our agenda. Let's not go beyond
You see the background.
Euros
You
for
see
the
the
time being.
background.
Yeah, you see the background. That's what we are here for. So, where do we start off with, Pushpak? So, whom do you think who impressed you the most in the round of 16?
Switzerland, the comeback spirit. I mean, from the very first minute, they pushed France, isn't it? They took the lead, and then France, with all their with all their potential, with all their talent, they came back.
They missed the penalty. They could have gone 2-0 ahead.
Yeah.
If Ricardo Rodriguez had put that away.
Hugo Lloris he made a magnificent save, and France came back 3-1. Pogba scored a screamer. We all praised Pogba, but then
he lost the ball.
He lost the ball in the midfield, and we know what happened after that. But still, France were supposed to win that. I still cannot believe that France will not be in the quarterfinal. It just doesn't feel right with that talent, generational talent.
Yeah, generational talent. That's the way to put it.
After Switzerland, I think. We are forgetting about Italy. I think Italy will win the Euros this time. I think so.
So technically, yeah. So since we're talking about Italy, so if you look back at that match, okay. So Italy considered after what 11 matches, 10 or 11 matches, right? But then again, it was beyond the 90 minutes. Now, Chiellini is back for the next one. Okay, Chiellini is back, and Belgium, whom they are facing, Romelu Lukaku didn't score against Portugal with De Bruyne and Hazard. So do you fancy Romelu Lukaku to score against Italy with Chiellini back without De Bruyne and Hazard?
The thing about Lukaku is that he might not have scored, but he was influential. The way he fought against the defenders, the way he held the ball, he made it possible for Hazard to play his natural game. But then Eden Hazard got injured. I think he's out of the tournament. KDB injured.
So is De Bruyne.
Yeah. So Belgium, they will miss their crucial players with no Bruyne, with no Hazard. So it will be tough for Belgium.
I think they'll struggle because see, Carrasco hasn't been effective whenever he has played. Dries Mertens hasn't been effective whenever he has played. Yuri Tielemans, I had high expectations from him, but he has, he just played the last match. I think he played the first match and the last match. He didn't play the 2 matches in between. So I think Witsel and Tielemans start in midfield. So that that takes away the creativity that Kevin De Bruyne possessed.
You cannot replace De Bruyne.
You cannot.
Hazard, you can replace with Thorgan. His brother is there. Thorgan Hazard is there. Carrasco is there. To some extent, you can replace Hazard. But then De Bruyne, you cannot replace.
That's true. And I feel that that's going to be Belgium's main problem. The ball, passing the ball to Lukaku up front.
You just recall the match against Denmark. For the first 45 minutes, Belgium were trailing. They were losing.
They were lackluster, and then De Bruyne was brought on.
And he turned the story.
Yeah, the goal and assist, I think.
Yeah. So let's start with our predictions.
I think I know that everyone. I think most of the people will, will want Belgium to win it, but I feel that it's gonna be tough without De Bruyne and Lukaku, without De Bruyne and Hazard. So I think
first
Lukaku
will be Spondon's predictions. So Italy versus Belgium. Spondon is going with Italy, right?
Yeah, Italy all the way because.
Let me write Italy here.
Chiellini and Bonucci. Do you think they will concede?
Lukaku is a threat, but without KDB, he might face some difficulties. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
So I do
Yeah.
believe Italy. I do believe Italy will have the edge against Belgium.
Okay. So I think it's going to be 1-0. I think Ciro Immobile was stunning in his match. I think he hit the crossbar from about 30 yards once. So I think he will get his goal. We cannot ignore Spinazzola. I think he has been more of a winger than a left back in the matches that he has played in. So Spinazzola will play his natural game. He will move up front. So will Thomas Meunier in the opposite camp. So I think it's going to be a battle of the fullbacks. I wouldn't be surprised if Belgium started Jeremy Doku. The same way England started Bukayo Saka. So I think we'll come back to England.
Let's talk
We'll
about
come back to
England
England.
later. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back to England.
We've got many
later.
things to say about England.
Yeah. I think that can be an entirely different video altogether.
Yeah.
If we start talking about England. But yeah, I think Italy 1-0. What about you?
Same.
1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
1-0 or maybe a 2-1 victory for Italy. But overall, a victory for Italy.
All right. So I think let's move on to the next match. I think
Tomorrow's
Switzerland
match.
versus Spain. Yeah.
Spondan,
Switzerland versus Spain.
You go first.
I have been mightily impressed with the way Switzerland played in the match. But I think we all saw that how tired they were towards the end of the match. So I think that's going to play a role. Because in the same way, Spain are going to be tired as well because they played 120 minutes. But I feel the Spanish players are a younger bunch and they do have a lot more bench strength if you talk about that. So, if the likes of, I feel Morata, Sarabia and Ferran Torres will start as the front three. And think they have got Gerard Moreno, Dani Olmo, and your Oyarzabal, to come on. So I think they have got fresher legs, and I think defensively, Spain haven't been too bad. So in the last match, they did concede. They did concede 3 goals, but then again, you cannot forget the fact that they scored 10 goals in the last 2 matches.
Yeah, it's all out attack.
Yep. It is. So, and with Sergio Busquets back, you have seen how their game.
Spain, yeah, exactly. I was about to talk about Busquets. Spain were lackluster in their first 2 games.
Yeah.
But after the introduction of Busquets, we can see the transformation in that team. Busquets, he's the pivot.
That's right.
He is the one who glues the team. So
plus there aren't many players, other than let's say Morata, who have played the bigger games or who have played knockout matches of tournaments. So yeah. I feel over there Busquets' experience does come in very handy.
Will come in handy.
So as much as Switzerland have been good, I still feel that Spain will edge this one because I feel that they have been very prolific going forward. So I'll go for a Spain victory, but I feel they'll concede. So it might be a high scoring game. So I think 3-1 to Spain maybe.
Okay. I do think Spain will edge it, but I will not be surprised if Switzerland come out with a 1-0 or a 2-1 victory. Because the way we all saw how Switzerland played, right? With passion, with determination, with hunger.
Yeah.
So they have that fighting spirit. I will not be surprised if Switzerland get the better of Spain. But Spain have better players than Switzerland. So and in the knockout stages, the experience comes in handy. So I'll go with Spain.
Good. So I think we agree on that as well. So Italy versus Spain. Remember, we used to play Italy versus Spain back in our school days, back in 2010.
Balotelli, not 2010, 11, 12, like 2012. Balotelli.
12. Euro.
I used to replicate Balotelli. What a player he was. What a player he could have been. Spondan is experiencing some network issues. Okay, he's back again.
Mm-hmm.
So
phone calls. Yep.
Yeah.
So
busy
anyway,
man, a busy man.
Nevertheless, you need to take out time from your office to
Yeah,
chase your passion, and that's what I'm doing.
exactly. So Italy,
So I think
Spain.
Spain, yeah. I think let's keep the England match for the last.
Yeah.
Czech Republic against Denmark.
This match will
What do you
be a
think?
cracker. Czech versus Denmark. So I think, see, after what happened in the first match, I mean, I didn't believe that. I kind of felt that Denmark would not be able to, even qualify for the round of
Would
16.
would succumb to the
Yeah.
emotions.
But then the fight they showed,
Yeah,
the last group match against Russia.
yeah.
After that, I'm kind of determined that they might replicate the 1992 victory. In 1992, they won the they won the Euros, and the funny thing is that
Yes.
they didn't even qualify for that Euros. USSR
Initially, yeah.
USSR, I think, or Czechoslovakia, something. They pulled out.
Yeah.
Yeah, Czechoslovakia. Yeah, Czechoslovakia had
Yeah.
pulled out,
Yeah.
and Denmark were called in, and
Yeah.
they
And they
won that
won.
tournament. Yeah, so Denmark has had this history of of fighting against all odds and winning the ultimate thing. So I will go for a Denmark victory.
Yep. So I think I can't disagree to you. I'll go for a Denmark victory as well. I didn't expect Czech Republic to, extend their form into the Netherlands match, but I feel the delayed red card played a huge role in that.
Huge role.
So I think. So
We
I
never
think.
expected Delhi to do something like that. It's so foolish of him.
No, but then again, they were straight on,
Yeah,
straight through to the goal. So I think they would have eventually scored if he hadn't
but still,
pulled
like
that player,
knockout,
pulled the ball. Yeah.
in a knockout match, I mean, even if you go 1-0 down, you know that if you do something like that, you will be shown a straight red, and if your team, is reduced to 10 men, it becomes very difficult.
It's going to be very difficult. Yeah.
So,
In
he
international
could have used
football, a
his
man
experience.
advantage is a huge thing.
He is regarded as one of the best young talents, one of the best young defenders, and he has played in knockout matches. He plays for Juventus. He has played for Ajax in crucial matches. So I mean,
yes, the Champions League semi-final as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I feel Denmark. I think with Kasper Dolberg's form, I think the way Martin Braithwaite is playing, I love the way he's playing. I think he's due a goal. Yeah, so I think he will score because he is due a goal. So
I think he
feel
scored in the
Denmark
victory. He scored in the phone.
Yeah, he scored the last one. He scored the last one,
yeah.
which was a tight one, and we ruled it as onside. So I feel he'll score again. So Denmark against Czech Republic. I think Schick has a goal. Schick has a goal in all the matches almost. So Patrick Schick will score one, but I feel Denmark can easily score two. So I think 2-1 to Denmark.
Yeah. And now it's England. Is it coming home?
Well, it just has to come home from. It just has to come home from Rome to London, and after that they're staying in London for the semis and the finals.
So it's already at home.
It's already at home after this round. So, but then again, Ukraine. I mean, what a set of players. Talk about Yarmolenko. Talk about Yaremchuk. Zinchenko. Who took the armband, who can score, who can defend, who can assist, who can pass, who can cross, who can. It's
the Manchester City effect.
Yeah, and it's a pet effect, you can say.
We are
learned his football.
We are forgetting about one man, that is Shevchenko, the manager.
What a player he was.
What a player he was, and as a manager,
he was.
I mean, he is guiding the players in the right way. Like he has all the experience, and
exactly.
Yeah, carry on.
He's a perfect kind of manager for a team like this. I'll tell you why. First, he hails from the same country, so obviously that thing plays into account. Secondly, you look at him. He's still in shape. He's still, he's someone who seems who can still come onto the pitch and play with the bunch. So Shevchenko, he has retired, I think many years back, I think 10 years back now, or 10 or 12 years back now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel, yeah. So, but he has still got it. So, he's young. He's not that old as, as other managers that we usually see. So I feel he has he has the character to inculcate his passion, his winnings, his experience into the team. I think the team are repaying him.
See, yeah, Shevchenko is a national hero, and when the young players see, such a figure in front of them, they will obviously fight for that man. He's not just
Exactly.
he's not just any Tom, Dick, and Harry. He's Shevchenko. He's the national hero. So
Yeah.
the players will be motivated, and
Yep. That's true.
we could see that motivation on the field. How they played against Sweden.
That's exactly. I mean, that's the thing, because Dovvik, who came on and scored, it was his first international goal, and he
Yeah,
scored in the 121st minute. So imagine his confidence going into the match. Talk about Yamalenko. He looks tired from the first minute, but then again, he can play 90 minutes. And
Yamalenko
what a
has a
peach of a
very
left
Yamalenko.
foot.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say that his left foot. I mean,
Peach of a
I
left
think
foot.
after Messi, whom shall we put? Shall we
Uh,
shall we show the audacity and put Yamalenko after Messi?
uh, I don't think so. I think we've got a lot. I think we have got Riyad Mahrez. I think
Mahrez.
uh, I think who else? Mason Greenwood isn't
Greenwood.
that bad. Mason Greenwood isn't that
Mason
bad.
Van
But yeah,
Persie.
Yamalenko. But yeah, Yamalenko is right up there, and he has always played a good. He has always played well for the national team. So I think he faded away after coming to West Ham. So I think he didn't get many starts. But then again, he has been brilliant for Ukraine historically. Him and Konoplyanka, I think he's not playing in the tournament, but their link up in the previous Euro, I think it was phenomenal to see. So yeah, Ukraine have a good team, but who would bet against Raheem Sterling's England now?
It's not Gareth Southgate's England. It's Raheem Sterling's England. It's
Who
Raheem's
would bet
world, and
against
we are
him?
living in it.
It seems so. It
I mean,
seems
no,
so.
we have to give credits to Southgate. After we saw the team, we are all bashing him, right? What is this? But
What rubbish is this?
then I realized that in knockout tournament, pragmatism rules. You need to be pragmatic. You
Football,
need to be practical. You cannot be flashy. Like we
football.
saw what happened with France.
Yeah,
3-1 up. You
yeah,
need to be practical. You
yeah,
need to defend. But
yeah,
no, they chased
yeah,
that fourth goal, and we all saw what happened.
yeah.
But with
Yep,
England,
yep, yep.
it was totally different. It
That's
was
true.
I mean, Southgate played the players. He changed the formation, and it's in such a way that England got that result, that 2-0 result. So
Yep. I
we
think he
need to
was
give
going for a 1-0 and he got a 2-0.
2-0.
So
So the Kane goal was a
he's
bonus.
double happy. Yep, yep.
Kane's goal
And
was a bonus.
but as much as it is important goal an important goal in that match, we shouldn't forget that Kane was lacking confidence. He didn't
Yeah.
get many chances in the
Yeah.
matches. Now that Kane has his goal, I think Harry Kane is gonna be a whole new player.
Entity. Yeah.
Yep. Starting from the quarterfinals. So I think Harry Kane,
His
the
confidence
confidence
is
that
back. Yeah.
it's back, and I think he's gonna score in all the matches that he's gonna play. Be
Yeah.
the quarterfinals, be the semifinals, be the finals. I'm not talking of the results. Harry Kane has to score. Raheem Sterling has to stop scoring, right? It cannot be that Raheem Sterling will score in every England match and he will win. He will win the Ballon d'Or. We don't want that, right? So
Raheem Sterling will win the player of the tournament, the Golden Boot, or
if he
whatever.
scores another 2 goals,
Yeah,
then he has to win the player of the
we
tournament.
cannot bet against him.
No, we cannot. And it's
So-
not that his goals have been a fluke, because if you talk about the last goal that he made a beautiful run into the box, and he went
makes
ahead
those
of Harry
runs.
Kane.
He is famous for making those runs, but he's also famous for missing those chances. But in this tournament,
Missing
he
those
isn't
chances.
missing the chances.
He is converting. That's
Whatever
true.
chances he's
And
getting, he's converting those chances into goals.
but then again, do you start Jack Grealish ahead of Bukayo Saka? Because you cannot you cannot drop Raheem Sterling.
See, Germany and Ukraine, these are two different teams, but we have to keep in mind that this is the quarterfinal, and I think Southgate, the manager he is, I don't think he will be changing his team. So maybe he will be going with this set of players with one change, that is Grealish coming in for Saka, because you need creativity against Ukraine. Because
But then Saka was
see,
brilliant in the first half.
is that Ukraine will be sitting back. They will be looking for, they will be looking to counter. So England will need that creativity. So if I won't be surprised if either Foden or Grealish plays in that match.
And I won't be surprised either if Jordan Henderson starts ahead of Declan Rice.
Yeah.
Because I think Declan Rice had an average game.
Yeah.
And Henderson also got the minutes in his bag against Germany. Cannot fault Harry Maguire and Luke Shaw.
Henderson is fully fit, and Maguire and Luke Shaw were immense against Germany.
The defense looks solid. Defense doesn't look that they're gonna concede against Ukraine or Denmark.
Because of that, I said that they might be looking for some creative players. They have Foden, they have Mount, they have Grealish, so they don't need to worry that much about defending. So why not bring on Grealish? Why not bring on Foden and give them that creative freedom?
That's right. But then again, Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling aren't droppable.
They won't be dropped.
So the only option is Bukayo Saka, and I feel that Grealish is up the pecking order when compared to Foden. So I think Jack Grealish starts in place of Saka. I won't be surprised if Henderson starts in place of Declan Rice. I think Calvin Phillips will keep his place. I think he has been the better of the two midfielders. So predictions.
Victory for England, 2-1. No, not 2-1. Germany couldn't score against England, so I don't think Ukraine will be able. So maybe a 2-0 or 1-0 victory for England.
Yeah, I agree. It's going to be 2-0 or 1-0. I feel I'll stick to 1-0. And I'm not even guessing the player who's going to score the goal, because I feel that it's going to be Raheem Sterling again. So 1-0 to England against Ukraine.
Now the last four. Shall we do our prediction? Shall we do our prediction today, or shall we
let's keep it for another day. Because we don't even know if this is gonna be the last four. We might just predict, and we could see four different teams over here.
Let us keep our fans waiting.
Yep, let's keep our fans waiting. But all of you who are watching this video, I want you to predict the winners of the quarterfinals as well. So let us know who are going to be the four teams who will qualify from the quarterfinals to the semifinals. Whom do you fancy and why do you fancy? So do let us know in the comment section below. We will be very keen to see how many people agree to what we think.
And I have something to announce. In the finals, the two teams that will be playing in the final, we're also planning to simulate a match. Okay. We will be, we will be picking up, we will be making the tactics, we will be doing everything. And then we will simulate a match between the two teams.
A match.
Yeah.
And see who wins.
Yeah. And see who wins. So the lineups, the tactics, the formation, everything will be as per the match. And then we will simulate the match only to see who comes out on top.
And see who wins. And eventually in the final, if it's a different result, then we can all proudly say that we humans are ahead of robots and artificial intelligence and machine learning and everything else. So stay tuned for that. And do let us know your predictions and what do you think, what do you feel about our predictions, right? So I think let's conclude this session, Pushpak, and then we'll see again after this round, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
So bye. Take care.
See you soon.